Do you like documentaries that stride itself on being objective, but then turns out to be some of the most objective piece of shit ever created? Well, have I got a movie for you. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Michael Novak, and today we're looking at and responding to the 2015 documentary Hot Girls Wanted. It was created by none other than Jill Bauer. You might remember Jill from such documentaries as Sexy Baby, aka one of the most horrible documentaries ever created. Now, Sexy Baby follows three females, one of those being a former porn star that spends the entire movie bashing her previous industry. Now, apparently this made little Jill Bauer all wet in her panties because she decided to make an entire documentary bashing the pornographic industry. Now, in this new documentary, we follow the lives of ordinary teenage girls that have chosen to do porn. Chosen, as in not pressured or threatened by anything or anyone. Teenage girls with loving families, normal lives, and potential loving boyfriends as well. These girls apparently need money quick, so they respond to a Craigslist ad to fly out and do porn. This means that in the process of seeing the Craigslist ad and actually flying out to the place and starting to shoot the pornography, there are days, even weeks, where they could have checked up on the old good internet to find out more about the industry that they were entering. Where am I going with this? Well, you'll find out in a minute. Okay, now let's look at a news cover story that was made after the movie's released by ABC News, starring one of the porn stars that was in the documentary. Her name is Rachel Bernard, but also known online as Ava Taylor. Take a look at this.
It says this, blah, 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 that you can get $2,000, $3,000 for going out there once. I thought that I was just gonna go there, do one or two, and come back. There's like no worse feeling than being used.
Right, let me paint a picture for you. Young girl has all that young girls have. iPhones, laptops, a loving family and potential boyfriend that loves her, and a bright future ahead of her. Young girl doesn't think that that's enough and wants to be able to buy whatever she wants, whenever she wants. Girl then flies out to do adult film work. Girl then gets paid $1,000 to make exactly the type of pornography that she chooses to make. Girl finds out that she's replaceable and not a special little princess, and that she won't get famous from doing porn. Girl is then forced to go home because her services are no longer needed. Girl then decides to use the rest of her days shaming the industry she used to be part of. This is my point. This is such a first world problem. Also, I'm starting to think this entire documentary, and especially the news coverage story made by ABC News about it, was just made to warn parents about what their kids might be up to. This totally yells out, "Hey, you person that doesn't know anything about the internet or the digital age, your child is a prostitute!" To be honest, that seems like the moral of all of this. This documentary paints a picture that porn stars are just innocent girls that were abused and taken advantage of and forced to do things they didn't want to do. I mean, just listen to Jill Bauer.
It's horrific. Somehow it's legal.
Alright, listen to me. This might shock your world, so make sure you're sitting down or something. Bear with me on this one, okay? These girls chose to be part of an industry. They chose to do a line of work, and then they chose to leave that business once they felt like they were done with it. Therefore, my point is very simple. These girls are not victims. You want to know who the real victim is? How about all of those girls that are actually getting raped out there in the normal world, and guys as well? These rape victims were actually forced to do something against their will. This is not the same situation. Oh, and Tony is also a victim. I feel bad for Tony. I mean, just take a look at this.
Pretty quiet. It's okay.
Hanging out,
Right?
taking my surroundings.
Alright, cool. So let's do it.
So, to sum up in conclusion, this is definitely the stupidest documentary that I have ever seen. However, it did keep me interested, and it is very well put together. So I urge you to go check it out to be sure of what we're talking about here. Also, it's very interesting. And if you decide to go watch it, it's available on Netflix, by the way, then be sure to tell me in the comments what you think of this whole issue. Look, I'm not trying to be mean to any of the porn stars featured in this documentary or to the creators behind this documentary that are probably washed up old prostitutes themselves. I am just trying to make a point. And that point is that I think it's a bit rude to shame an industry that makes up half of the internet, which makes so much money, billions of dollars every single year, doing something which is totally legal and totally okay. Now you might say, well, these girls are just there for a few months and then they're kicked out again. How is that fair to them? And to that I say, it is fair, because you can make a career in this industry. You can be in it for many, many years. You just gotta apply yourself. You gotta work really hard for it. You can go the Jodie West way, for example. Jodie West is a porn star that made a company called Forbidden Fruit Films with her husband. That company is very popular and makes a lot of money. Now this means that Jodie West was able to stay in the industry and still does this for a living and makes a lot of money doing it. So there is a way to make it in the industry if you work hard enough. And guess what? It's like that with every single other industry out there. Does the industry seem fair? Absolutely. It's better than these girls actually going out and prostituting themselves. And it makes a living for so many people now. Now, did I make this video just because I'm pissed off at Rachel for leaving the industry when I loved her as a porn star? Maybe, but it's all food for thought. And if I was MatPat, I'd probably say, it's all a theory. A game theory, or whatever. Alright, so let me know what you think of this in the comments below. And there isn't really that much else for me to say then. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you go check out the documentary, and I hope you also subscribe so that you'll stick around, because I would very much appreciate that. And then I'll see you guys next Saturday. Thank you for watching. Bye. Let me start by saying that it absolutely fucking baffles me that this is even a real thing. You wanna know why? Because it's fucking illegal. So why is Facebook not doing anything about it? I mean, Zuckerberg, come on, take a break with all the blunts and get to working on fixing your stupid fucking site.